Alright, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be discussing a recent interview with Scott Gimple, talking about how the Walking Dead TV show has no timetable ending, and I'm just going to go over that, and then it's pretty much just my predictions for the rest of the main Walking Dead series. Nothing Fear, nothing World Beyond, no movies, a little bit of the movies, but mainly just the Walking Dead main series. So if you haven't seen up to the mid-season finale of season 10, if you haven't read all the way through the comics, I advise you to stop watching now because I'm going to get into some heavy spoilers. So obviously when Rick left in season 9, that made the biggest gap in the show there's ever been. The main character just up and leaving kind of, threw everything off balance. So now we have these movies coming out where it's going to be focusing on Rick. We're going to get 3 movies, and then so besides Michonne leaving as well and most likely going to the movies, Heath is probably going to be in the movies, but where is The Walking Dead going to go? Scott Gimple recently said in an interview that there's really no timetable ending. They don't really have a set ending in sight. He also said that him and Angela Kang are on the same page on this, and that issue 193, the final issue, was kind of like a pilot to them. They think that there is so much more story to tell, perhaps in between, maybe even after, which I totally agree with. Just that time jump was 20 plus years. There's no confirmed amount of time, but obviously Carl went from being like 16, 17 to like 35, so it was a huge jump. There's so much to cover in between the beginning, before that time jump, and then after the time jump where Carl, has a baby. He's married to Sophia. Herschel Jr. is all grown up. But my predictions for this series are that I think we're not really gonna get the whole Rick in the Commonwealth type story. Obviously, we're gonna get the Commonwealth, and that's gonna be like the next main storyline right after the Whisperer War, and then after the Commonwealth, I don't see Daryl. I don't see him getting Rick's comic death, just because I don't see Daryl as a type of person or leader to go and try and unite everybody. He would kind of just fight for, Hilltop and Alexandria because that's his family. That's who he knows. So I don't think we're going to be seeing any Daryl taking Rick's death type of thing, but I definitely do think that they are going to end up becoming part of the Commonwealth, just like in the comics, and we're going to see kind of what happens in between, during the time jump. In the comics, we don't see anything. We just hear a couple things here and there, but I think it would be really cool for the show to kind of just dive into that, and this would give the show a whole new, they don't have to go off any source material. Normally they go off the comics, and the comics didn't cover this, so they could go in so many directions with this. I definitely think that they should just skip the time jump and dive right into what happened during it. And I think that this is also going to open up much more room to maybe even connect the Rick movies and the main show, or Fear and World Beyond. So basically, just the whole time jump, I would throw it away if I was the writers. But I'm not the writers, unfortunately. So this is just my prediction. None of this is confirmed, but I'm just excited to see, the Commonwealth. Mercer is one of my favorite comic characters, and I think that'll be super cool when they bring him to life. And I could honestly see this series going on till maybe even season 15, maybe longer, just because of how much time they have to cover this story. As long as Daryl, Carol, and Judith stay, that's pretty much all they need. They're holding the show together right now. So if we if we get to season 14, I would be happy. That would make my life. But I don't know if we'll get that far, but if they wanted to, they could. They have the potential, they have the time, they have the writers, they have the actors, and they're going to have the money after these movies, which is just going to fuel every project that they need to pay for the next decade. But I just hope we see the show go on as long as possible. Some people say just end it now while it's on a high note, but I just want to see some more story. I think a lot of people agree with me. I think people want to see what happens, how Judith grows up. People don't want to see that skipped over. People want to see, like, old man Daryl. People want to see that Carol and Daryl bond keep growing and just see where everything leads. So my final thoughts on this is that we need to get at least to, like, season 14 and maybe even get some new storylines, new characters that weren't in the comics, and I hope they kill it, honestly. Scott Gimple, I don't really like him, but Angela Kang has been taking the show in an entirely good direction, and I just hope that she keeps it up so we can get this show going as long as possible. So that's basically my thoughts, guys, on my predictions for the series, and then what Scott Gimple has said in that recent interview, which is really looking up right now. But yeah, that's it. So guys, if you like the content I'm putting out, again, please like and sub. I'm gonna keep putting out videos. I've been doing it every other day recently. I'm gonna try and keep that up. So I hope you guys keep liking, subscribing. Drop some suggestions in the comment section on videos I should do. I'm trying to get some Walking Dead themed ideas and then maybe dive into Star Wars a little bit later. But yeah, thanks guys.